position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Quickly to the tight end, and they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Fowler. Zings it complete to the right. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Pickett. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hand off from the gun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give on the option. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the 1st drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for a man, it's Fowler. caught behind the line. It's Dobbs. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the...
Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
And this QB, man, how about it? Just, it's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's a man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game. The stats point that out emphatically. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field.
Trick 9B, trick 9B. Ready.
Might as well give it to him. It's a stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Wilcox. Pulls it in, it's Harvey. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. This time they'll go to the running game. They'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Hurricane. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air. It's foul. Makes the grab. It's Daniels.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off or just create a little bit of space to get some pocket yards.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the easy one to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Let's send the tight end in motion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knock him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
It's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover, a forced turnover.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Wilcox. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Miami! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Arizona State answered the bell away from Tempe today with an impressive victory. The Sun Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Snagged in the middle, it's Daniels. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Now on the turn. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Wilcox. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
He's got it! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half.
Hey, what's up, Eric?
Trying to march down the field.
Won the Natty with Alabama. Heck yeah. How many seasons were you there for? Before you won the first one?
Their team had an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Quick timeout call by the offense.
Oh, that's awesome. Heck yeah. Was it, right on. Was it first year roster? So was it the rosters for 26 or was it a different year?
Play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important.
Oh, that's hilarious. He won the Heisman with him being transferred.
On the same page here.
Oh, I love that. I've currently got 2 quarterbacks right now because I'm recruiting two 5-star quarterbacks, and they don't want to come to my school because of playing style. And I'm like, all I do is throw the football. Like, I might run the ball for like 80 to 100 yards a game, you know what I mean? But everything else, I'm all passing. And yeah, it says playing style, but they don't want to come to my school. I'm like, okay, so you don't want to throw the ball over there. Okay. Yeah, that's funny though. He transferred. That's crazy. Did you check to see if he went to the? Sometimes it says that they're going to transfer, but they go to the NFL draft instead. You know what I'm saying?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first
Oh, yeah,
half.
sweet.
Let's see
Good
if
deal.
they can pull off a little magic.
They're a tough team. Like, when I match up against,
Leaves it with the back.
usually they make it to the playoffs. I mean, well, they always make it to the playoffs first year, but it depends on who I match up with against them. And I actually had to play them my first year that I played with. My first year I was at Navy. They had a 69 overall roster, and I won the national championship with Navy my first year. And I had to play Clemson. Let's see, I had to play Notre Dame in the playoffs. I had to play Clemson in the playoffs. So I didn't get a bye week. And I had to play. Who else was it? It was one of the SEC teams. I think it was Ole Miss. And then I had to play Alabama in the national championship. And dude, it was freaking rough. Like, I couldn't score on them. When I got to the red zone, I couldn't score. I could drive it until I got to the red zone. And then their defense would stop me every time. So I ended up having to kick field goals and then play defense on them. And man, I had to come with it. Like, I had to come with like every blitz I had in my game, in my every blitz package I had picked up. You know what I mean? And just to get stops against them. And then I ended up winning the game. I think it was 16. I think it was 16 to 6. Because it was all field goals. I think it was 16. Might have been 15. 15 to 6 or something like that, or 18 to maybe it was 18 to 6. It was all field goals. It was hilarious. Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah, definitely great players. Yeah, that team's great. Like, that defense is super stout. That defense on 26 is very difficult to do anything against. You know what I mean? Like, I had a pretty decent offense, even though they were 69 overall. I still had some playmakers. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. Once I got up against Alabama, it was no longer score fest. It was just try to move the ball as much as I could. You know what I'm saying? That was terrible read. That was a horrible read. I don't know what I was doing there. I had to leave wide open on that car.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to makes the grab.
Yeah, for sure. Especially Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams he was a nightmare to try to cover, for sure.
The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. It's complete on the right side. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. He wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little
Hey, are you going to
you've got a lead like this in the third quarter.
You gonna stick around there at Alabama, or are you gonna move to a different team?
Skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Caught near the sticks. It's Clemens. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
I don't
know what that play call was, but that was pretty horrible.
He may have been expecting
For another
man
nice,
coverage,
yeah.
but that time the defense
Yeah, it's a lot more fun. Honestly, man, I try to do all different. You know me, I try to do all these different teams, but I was wanting to do Miami just because I really like their mascot, and of course, you know, it's Miami. You know what I mean? I hadn't had a chance to do Miami yet, but But yeah, the smaller schools are more fun because you get to build them up and see what happens with them. You know what I mean? It's with this Miami team, this is my first year here, and you got a 99 overall roster with them. Transfer portal, I did really good in the transfer portal with them. So, but yeah, definitely with the weaker teams, a lot more fun. I just wait. I win a national championship when I'm out, and then the next year, I wait to see who offers and whichever one I want to do that I haven't done yet. You know what I mean? I've been pretty fortunate. It's always been a different team. Each year I've been able to do somebody different. So.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Fowler. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To fire on second down. With the catch, it's Pickett. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They go to the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Mustangs will punt this one away.
I'll tell you what was a really cool dynasty that I really enjoyed doing last year on the 25 was team was it? Oh yeah, I did. It was Purdue, and Purdue has a really cool entrance, got a cool mascot, and believe it or not, their recruiting is pretty decent once you get it rolling.
And just get some kind of points on this drive.
There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here we go. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Ground with the back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards. That'll wrap up the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, they go-to.
There he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a
hey, that's one thing I usually don't win on these is the Heisman, because I don't really focus on one dude or another, you know what I mean? But I might actually win the Heisman with this little running back I've got right here, because he has got a boatload of rushing touchdowns, I think, this year. So I think he's got like 25 already, or something like that. So I'm only like 6 or 7 games in, so I might actually win the Heisman with this dude. I haven't checked to see if I'm on the list yet, but I think I am.
And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone.
Yeah, there's no joke about that, man. They pretty much make it impossible to win one with the quarterback, you know what I mean? If you have a wide receiver, it's pretty easy. Running back's pretty easy. Well, I say easy. It's not easy, but you know what I mean? But yeah, it's not like it used to be. Like, it used to be you could take a quarterback and win the Heisman almost every year with one. You know what I mean? But after that whole Ashton Jeanty thing, not getting the Heisman last year, they made it to where running backs really... They have a lot of bias towards running backs on this game, for sure. Running backs win it pretty easily on this game. So if you want an easy one, usually a running back. You get a running back quite a few... getting quite a few rushing touchdowns, and then put him out at slot receiver quite a bit, and get him some receiving touchdowns. And I found you can win the Heisman with him pretty easily. Like 5 wide receivers. Leading Heisman all year, then he got hurt. Oh no, yeah. Yep. Well, at least you won it, you know what I'm saying? Might have won it with the dude you didn't want to win it with, but at least you won it.
Just simply, we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right
in last year's game in 25, I used Dylan Gabriel, and I used the Oregon Ducks. And I'm not kidding you, bro. I had over 4,000 yards. I had over 4,000 yards passing. I had like 5,000 yards passing. And I had 40 touchdowns. And I had 0 interceptions. And that was all in the regular season, right? Like, I don't know if you know how hard it is to not throw 1 interception all year, right? So, and you know how much I throw the ball. You know what I mean? So, I had like 5,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions, bro. And they didn't let me win the Heisman with him. And after that, and that was last year's game. And after that, I was like, that's it. I'm done trying to win the Heisman, because I tried to win the Heisman. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, okay, I'm super focused. Right, you throw a billion INTs. I know that's right. Well, like I said, I threw 40 touchdowns, 5,000 yards, bro, and 0 interceptions. And it wouldn't let me win the Heisman. And I was like, I'm done. I'm done trying to win the Heisman. So all last year, I did not care at all. I ended up winning the Heisman with a receiver from Navy, but it's because I pretty much forced the game to do it, because I had over 100 yards, or over 100 touchdowns with him. Like, every touchdown I scored, I kept running out of bounds. I'd run out of bounds at like the 1 or 2 yard line. You know what I mean? Like, if I had a big gain or something, I'd run out of bounds. And then I just throw it to my wide receiver. And so he had over 100 touchdowns. I forced the game to give it to me. Like, I was like, it's not possible for you not to give a wide receiver with 100 touchdowns in a season. Actually, I had like 105 touchdowns or something like that. Just something so crazy that I knew that there was no way possible that I would not win the Heisman. You know what I mean? And forced the game to do it. But yeah, that was my one. That's my one Heisman this year. That I was like, I'm gonna win this no matter what. It was pretty hilarious. Oh, nice. That's what's up. It's kind of hard on this one to get over 100 points. I did it that season. I had 3 games with that Navy team that I built. That I had over 100 points, 3 games in a row. And that team, bro, was just freaking sick. Like, it was just ridiculous. Oh, did you? No, I did it against good teams, bro. Like, I had 2 teams that were 99 overall plus, and one of them was like a 96 or 97. So I mean, the teams I was doing it against they were really good, and my team was like just ridiculous, bro. Like, that's the one I won the Heisman with that wide receiver. And I mean, it was just crazy. Like, everything I got was a stop, because my defensive line was just, it was insane. The team I built with that Navy was just crazy. But that's why I don't stay at programs. You know what I mean? Because that was like That was only my 5th season, and I had the team built so ridiculous that I mean it was a pro team. You know what I mean? Like everybody on the team was amazing at that point. So I was like, yeah, I can't stick around at programs. I've got the Air Force Dynasty I'm working on that I've been there for I think 3 years now. I'm working on that because I'm still doing this one and I'm doing another Dynasty as well that I'm playing pretty often. And but yeah, teams, man, they can get really, you can get really ridiculous with teams, you know what I mean? And build defenses to where it's like even 99 overall teams can't do anything against you. And that's how you know you got a good team. You know what I mean? Like when you're scoring over 100 points and getting goose eggs against 99 overall teams. Like that's pretty ridiculous, you know what I mean? But it's fun. It's fun to do it, but like it was that dynasty we were on 5-minute quarters or something like that. And that was the last season of that dynasty because everybody complained about it, me making it not fair and not fun and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I told the dudes I played with, I was like, you should have restricted me on what I could do. You could have restricted my recruiting, or you could have restricted whatever you wanted. You know, I wasn't the commissioner of the dynasty. Like the commissioner's job was to do that. Like if you found something was unfair, then you should have done something about it, not complain about it later on. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Some people just do what they do. Yeah, I'm not gonna say much more about it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, if you think something is unfair and you're playing dynasty with somebody, then commissioner's got to say something. That's the whole job of the commissioner. You know what I mean? So,
here comes the Hurricane offense looking
anyway,
to gather a little more strength.
like I said, that's why I don't stick around at teams. Oh, I know that's right. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like they could have restricted everything on the game, and I was still gonna win. You know what I mean? Like you see me play, bro. There's not very many people in the state I live in. There's probably not anybody in the state that will beat me, and that's just because I've been playing the game for so long. So there's very few people in the country that can beat me. A lot of people come on stream and they want to play, and I've been beat, but bro, it don't happen very often. I'll tell you this: I can count on one hand the amount of times I've been beaten with this game and 25. I can count on one hand how many times I've been beat. So, it don't happen very often. You know what I mean?
This game, this defense underperformed. They're better than
you're gonna have to come with it. That's for sure.
And this is a bait that they're gonna want to burn.
People severely underestimate my defensive capabilities. So they just see how much I do offensively, and then don't really take into consideration what all I do on defense too. Because I do a whole bunch on defense, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, people watch me and they'll come on here and they talk smack or whatever, and I'll get into a game with them and it's over with in the first quarter. You know what I mean? Like it does not take long. I've been beat, like I said, I've been beaten legitimately, but we're talking about within a couple points to a touchdown. You know what I mean? Like I'm never blown out. Like I don't think last time I got blown out was the AI blew me out when I was playing with I can't remember what team I had. It was on one of my rebuilds last year. It's the first time I've been blown out in like, man, I've been playing this game since 03. So the NCAA football 03 every year. And yeah, so I haven't been blown out the way they blew me out since like 09 or something like that. I had to blow me out online on 09.
really good
Yep,
team.
don't
It
happen
was
very
them.
often, man.
They
You know
were
what
the
I'm saying?
favorite,
So.
and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these
But
teams
I play
is a
every day,
college football
you know what I
playoff
mean?
contender,
Like,
the other simply is not. And
it's
that
not very many
demonstrated
things I
itself
haven't seen.
today.
And
The higher ranked team.
so, I don't know. It's fun. But yeah, that's why you see a lot of the stuff I do is AI. And like I said, every once in a while I'll play somebody that challenges me, you know what I mean? So, last dude that came on here and challenged me, I beat him by like 70 points or something. It was crazy. And that's just because the dude wouldn't quit. He's like, no, let's keep playing. And I was like, all right, bro. I just put the pedal down on him, you know what I mean? So, I kept telling him, I was like, bro, this game's over. I was like, let's just restart and find a new team, you know what I mean? I was like, this game's over with. Oh, no, let's keep playing. I want to keep playing. I'm like, all right, bro, whatever. So, yeah. Ended up blowing him out, and then he complained about me blowing him out. I was like, bro, I kept telling you to pick a new team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't even give me a chance. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, I told you in the first quarter the game was over. You know what I mean? But, I don't know. Some people don't know the whole... I guess nowadays it's 21-0 blowout. They call it blowout, but back in the day we used to call it 28-0. 28 skunk, you know what I mean? Give up the stick if you're down 28. But nowadays I guess they do 21 points. I don't know. For me it's 28 points, but I kind of miss the days of online matchups, random online matchups, the way they used to do it. It was a lot of fun. Nowadays it's a completely different setup. They did the road to the playoffs or whatever, and that mode to me is just trash, bro. I can't stand that mode. Too many cheaters on that mode. Like I said, it used to be way different back before they changed all the online matchups. What we got here? 45 points. Conference prestige. Let's go championship contender. For that dude. Yeah, it looks like I still got... Yeah. My 2 top 5-star quarterbacks are like, playing style. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? You know what I mean? Like, all I do is throw the football. And both of them want to go to Clemson. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. It's crazy. I'm gonna end up losing 2 5-star quarterbacks to Clemson over playing style. Let's take a look what it has me listed at. Yeah, it's all screwed up. It's saying I only have 240 passing yards per game, which is that's not it. You know what I mean? Like, there's some kind of glitch on this game that I'm not exactly sure what happens, but yeah, I know I've got more than 240 passing yards per game. You know what I mean? It says I'm 118th. Here's the team I rebuilt. It's one of my first teams I rebuilt on this was Kennesaw State. And they're still pretty good, man. They're still a 91 overall after... Let's take a look at the stats and records. Let's see when who was the one I first started with. So yeah, it was Kennesaw State. That was my first rebuild. So they were still a 91 overall after... Shoot. What am I in now? After like 14 years, 14 seasons. That's pretty decent. You know what I mean? Won it my first year at Florida Atlantic. So we'll start there. Won it my first year at Duke. I actually won it the first year at... I won it my first year at Louisiana Tech as well. That's crazy. So freaking wild, bro. I think I won it my second year. there as well. But I actually took a loss. You can see right there, I took a loss there. I took a loss, Duke. Took a loss. Took a loss there at Oklahoma State. So I've been beaten more times by the AI this year than I've been beaten by just competitors. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This season I would have took at least 2 losses, so 7. So yeah, against the AI I've taken looks like 7 losses in total so far since the game came out back almost a year ago. And on this game I probably took 2 losses. I think I took 2 losses on this game to people that have challenged me. So like I said, I don't get challenged very often anymore. You know what I mean? Most people come on here and they watch me for a little bit and then they pop out, or they'll challenge me and they'll say, hey, play against me, and then I'll come on there. I'll be like, yeah, put your gamer tag up in there and I'll send you an invite, and they just never respond. They just disappear. So I don't know. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just part of being a streamer. I had a dude that, one of the losses I took, he came on here for like 2 weeks watching me play every day for hours and hours, and then played me. And I told him, I was like, oh, I know you've been watching me play, which is cool. I was like, but do me a favor and get off the stream while we're actually playing. You know what I mean? So you're not going on there and stream sniping my plays. And dude wouldn't do it. He wouldn't get off the stream. So at the half, I mean, I took it as a loss, but we were tied at the half, 14-14. And I just quit out of the game. And he's like, why'd you do that? And I'm like, because I told you not to stream snipe me during the game, bro. I was like, it's cool that you watch me or whatever, but I was like, bro, get off the stream while we're actually playing. He's like, that's part of being a streamer. I'm like, no, I got 10-year-olds I play against, bro, that know not to watch people while you're actually playing them. You know what I mean? So, oh, I know, that's right, yeah. Yeah, it's all good. I don't really care. It don't bother me none. You know what I mean? Most people that come on here are pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? They're like you. They come on and BS about the game. You know what I'm saying? Or I got kids that come on here that want to know how to do things on the game, or how to recruit, or whatever. You know, how to build teams and all that good stuff. Most people are pretty cool, but then you got the people that come on here and try to pop off about what skill level I'm playing on. They're like, oh, that's definitely a freshman, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, bro, it's not freshman. And I'll show them what it is. And they're like, oh, it's still soft. I'm like, then play me on it. I said, dude, you'll quit in the quarter. I'll have you quit in the quarter for sure. Oh, no, you won't. I'm like, let's play then. And then they disappear. I'm like, yeah, I know that's right, yeah. Yeah, people are weird, bro. So, I don't know. It is what it is. If I'm gonna talk trash, bro, about playing somebody, you know what I mean, I'm not gonna be scared to play him. You know what I mean? So I ain't scared to play nobody. I'll play anybody, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if you're scared to play somebody, then go to church or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't scared to play nobody.
Some would call it swag, some would call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good,
but yeah, I built this team up. Kennesaw State Owls. I got a whole series actually on my TikTok page over there. I got a whole series of when I built them up, won the national championship. I think I've got a whole bunch of videos I never did upload, but it's a pretty decent crowd. They still got a good crowd about 14 years later. You know what I mean? It's not too bad.
Let's get this thing started. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Miami's offense will start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Wilcox. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. At this point in the season, you're probably in. If the play... Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands. It's Harvin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Right back to it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Wilcox. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harvin. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he's going to bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. So Kennesaw State's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The run from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That's caught. It's Massey. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Thorne. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to bring it back. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period, first down here. Give to the running back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Dropping back, it's Wilcox. He's got it still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He's looking to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Canes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick
I put
update
Kennesaw
on the top
State
25
in
flash today.
the ACC.
Oregon is down right
So
now, but you
after
simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin
after my
Herbert had a
second
hand in
year,
getting this
I
kid to
moved Kennesaw
Eugene.
State to the
So if he
ACC
thinks the
for
magic is
recruiting
there,
wise.
who am I to disagree?
Uh,
It's just a
on this game, the
field goal
ACC
game.
for
They're
some
trailing
reason
by 3
is
to
the
Michigan State.
highest
Your boy
prestige
KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in
conference.
this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about
So
that?
they've got them
Those guys will be
at an
keeping
A
an eye
plus
on it for us.
for some
And the
reason,
defense coming
and
through with the first sack of the day. I'll
Big
tell you
Ten
what,
and
this defense,
SEC
they get
is at an
so
A,
many negative plays,
which
and they play
I don't
so
know why,
fast.
but
Sometimes you think when you watch them on
anyway,
tape,
so they're
they
at
got
an A
12
plus
guys.
for the
Last week
conference
they pitched a
prestige. So
shutout.
And the pressure is
I moved them
coming
up for
in, and
recruiting,
they get him again.
Wow,
so I can get better
linebacker shows
recruits
you his speed on that play.
over there at Kennesaw
Linebacker
State. And when I
and
move a
speed
team,
synonymous when you're
I
thinking
usually
about Miami
don't
Hurricane defense.
take
Think
them out
about
of conferences.
Ray
So
Lewis, Jonathan
like these
Vilma,
weaker
Dan Morgan,
teams end
DJ
up going to
guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys
much
that can
better
rush the passer.
conferences.
Not easy to block.
Oh, and he got
Like Duke was already in the SEC, so I didn't have to move them.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this
I
one
did
away.
Michigan, they were already in
Bring
the
it
Big
out, they
Ten.
got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt
Did
will
Nebraska,
bail them
they
out.
were in the Big Ten.
Makes a move.
Miami's in
And
the
the return
ACC.
find no daylight. He goes down.
Trying to think of who all else I
And
did.
here comes that
I've done
Miami
several
offense
different
back onto the
programs,
field.
and
They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of
like I
their
said,
first
some
two
of them, if
drives,
they're
and they're back to work now.
in like the American
No
Conference or
reason to
something
be
like
in a
that, I
big
try to
rush.
move
They
them
have some time here late in the
to get
half.
better recruits.
Hand off to the single back. And he'll pick up one. It brings
But
up
yeah,
second
it kind of
and 9.
makes for an interesting progression
Take some of these.
to see what they do later on. And Kennesaw State, they've held their own. I mean, they get to the playoffs and end up competing against me for players. So.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities.
Kennesaw State is one of the teams that's kind of, they've held their own more than Army did. Army's like, I think they're back down to kind of a bad team now. So well, I say bad team like 80s. You know what I mean? Dang it. Should have put backspin on that. But yeah, Army's like in the 80s. They stuck around for a little bit, but fell off. I think I've got Army Independent. I think that's what I did with Army. I think that's what I did. Or no. You know, I think I moved Army to the Big Ten. That's what I did with Army. So I think they're Big Ten now, something like that. I try to move them to conferences that that make sense geography-wise. Pretty sure that's where they're at, Big Ten. I'll have to check.
Unloads to the right. Got a man. It's Massey. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Fires left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here.
Right.
Second and long.
Yeah, like I said, man, they hold their own. You know what I mean? Like, they're 4-3 this year, but they've kind of fallen off here the past few years. But yeah, they held their own for a while, man. They were 99 overall for a while, which is hilarious.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space.
Just shows you what you can do. You know what I mean? If you win national championships, that's what I tell people on this game. It really doesn't matter, like, what team you go to. If you can go to win there, if you can win, then recruits will go to your school. You know what I mean? Of course, you're better off moving them to, like I did, moving them to better conferences. But in the end, when it's all said and done with, bro, like, recruits will go to your school as long as you win. That's all that matters on this game is wins. If you're going to the playoffs every year, then you'll end up getting a good recruit. Which is one good thing they did with this game. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it wouldn't be so easy for me to do this Natty or Nothin series. You know what I mean? It'd be a lot more difficult if it mattered whether or not, if people really cared about what the school name says. You know what I mean?
What the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Back to pass, it's Thorne. Back's looking for the goal line.
I had two dudes over there. It's like, how do you not cover that dude? You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, there's two dudes there. Like, how do you not cover that? How's there 3 dudes? Like, bro, why are you not covering anything? One dude's backed up, the other dude's over there. I'm like, bro, come on. The dude that's underneath, I'm like, why are you not covering that? Sometimes zone is annoying on this game, but I didn't think, you know what I mean? I'm like, I guess I probably should have played underneath there, but still. I don't know.
Your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. throw it to start the drive. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Looking to take a shot. Makes a grab down the left side. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gonna take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard
believe it or
line.
not, they actually usually do.
Guys, we're about to see
Especially when I play at their
State
home.
offense go back to work.
They run a lot of
Maybe
hurry up
adjustments or attitude
on me, and
They've gotta find a way to
they always have a really good
run
quarterback.
here
You
in
know
the
what I'm saying? Like,
I do think you said something that's important.
I've taught them well when it comes to getting quarterbacks. I can tell you that much for sure. They always have really good quarterbacks. And then, like I said, their hurry up's good. Their offense is always underrated compared to what they are rated at. You know what I mean? So it says says they're 91, but I mean they're really good offensively. They always are. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to zone sometimes, bro. I'm like, there's one freaking dude right there to cover. Got everybody else covered. I'm sitting there covering 2 or 3 dudes on my side of the field. And something stupid just gets wide open.
So many hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
See what I mean about their quarterback? I mean, their quarterback, bro, they find them. You know what I mean?
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball, get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some score. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game, quarterback gives it to him early so he can work upfield and get the first down.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Harvin. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. That's caught. It's Harvin. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point,
I love being able to switch out to my pure running quarterback, you know what I mean, and then run a bunch of hurry up, bro. Kind of messes with the defenses when you start to put in different quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? Switch in different quarterbacks, switch in different running backs, you know what I'm saying? Especially quarterbacks, I feel like it really gives you a big advantage when you have 2 or 3 quarterbacks you can plug in there and start doing different stuff with. I'm over here talking. And the tight end's out running me. Dang it. Oh no, that's a wide receiver. It's just a big wide receiver. I thought it was a tight end screen. I was like, what? This dude's burning me. I definitely needed that touchdown though, because if they didn't score that, it was about to get ugly.
Hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oregon has opened up the playbook and they are scoring.
I had that hole there for a second. Dang it. That was right there. I thought I was about to score a touchdown on that.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than
They got my run game pretty much shut down.
This is where coaches really earn their money late in games.
I keep trying to plug in that other running back and
do you want to stay conservative?
try to do a little something on the run game.
I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes
Pretty much got my run game locked up.
they stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going back to the ground. He did not.
Oh, no, that's right.
Third down.
Yep.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes time.
Yeah, that trail The reason why that works so good, like I've got it in my bunch nasty, this Y trail. It's so good, bro, because it's so easy to read the defense. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different. Like, I don't have to change anything. I can stem that down, B, and then if they try to cover that trail, then B's wide open. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
There's so many. Like, that's just me. That's just me. I had A wide open to start with. I should have thrown it to, but let's see. We'll look at it real quick. But yeah, pre-snap. There's so many reads you can go to, like Y. You know what I'm saying? If it's not a short down, but yeah, I had A wide open, like right there. I throw it to A, and that's a first down all day long. You know what I mean? Then B gets open. That stem down B gets wide open. Out here against two dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, cuts across, bam, he's wide open. He's chilling wide open. I tried to wait late on A to get wide open because he's beating them, you know what I mean? I'm the type of dude I wanted to be greedy with it and wait till he broke free. It got wide open late, but I got pressure on me. So, on that curl route, right? Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of different dudes. Like I said, you can run on this one right here that gets just so nasty open because you got, like I said, the corner route. If you're in man, that corner route right there with 12 right here, he gets nasty wide open. You know what I mean? And then X, if he's in man coming across here on that drag, he gets wide open. So there's so many different ways to attack on this one. And look at my pocket, bro. Like, my pocket is just ridiculously open, and I just play it bad. I should have stepped up into that, and I stepped back. So that was just bad pocket. That was bad pocket by me. That should have been a first down all day long, you know what I mean? But yeah, that play is pretty much. It's pretty much money no matter what you do. You know what I mean? Like, it's difficult not to be able to use that play effectively. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard. It's hard to stop it too. Like, if you're playing against somebody that has it in their playbook, bro, it's difficult to stop. You got to start manning dudes up. You know what I mean? Like cross manning, and you got to start doing a lot of crazy stuff to stop it. You know what I mean?
That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So here we are on fourth.
It's definitely, it's always been a play you can abuse. You know what I'm saying? Like that and the what's the other one? The stick and nod is one that's
let's see what the defense can do.
That really lets you abuse it too. Let me see if I've got a stick and nod out of my 5 wide. I don't have a stick and nod out of this 5 wide, but I think I can make it. No, it's a slot fade. It's a slot fade out of this one.
Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse,
but
the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed.
Let me see if I can find it. I know I've got a 5 wide that's got a
So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a
stick
statement
and
against
nod. Where's my stick and nod? Hold on. I'm gonna have to pick a play here.
Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Gets open down the middle. And he'll be
Oh,
marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
There it is. Yeah, this stick and nod right here with A. You pretty much don't have to do anything to this play either. You know what I mean? Like, it's already. You get stem wide down. Get a little bit more up and down. Oh, goodness. Freaking got hit. Come on, you better catch him. Dang it. Yeah, I hate when you get hit and throw a pick, bro. So what I was trying to throw was that deep ball out there because I had that one-on-one with my speedster. And that dude's he's kind of checking him right there, but bro, I know I got it beat. So I'm just lobbing it up, and then boom, got hit. Yeah, he's got him beat though, for sure.
These two teams just trading body shots and haymakers.
That's the worst, man. That interception when you freaking get hit, because it's like it's almost every time. That's why I try not to get sacked ever. Because if it ain't a sack fumble, it's a freaking you getting hit and throwing a pick. You know what I mean? Seems like it happens every time I get hit. It is what it is, though. Gonna lock in here real quick. Lock in and get it done. Got my backup quarterback in there right now. I'm liking this view right here, bro. This little run view I got going on. Oh, he got me. He got me. Let's get into this cheap, nasty mode real quick. Yeah, it's just so open, bro. It's not even funny. Do I have, no I don't, but for some reason my clock is going down quick. I don't know what happened to my clock, bro. I feel like I had 2 minutes.
You get to march your offense down the field in this game. Use your timeouts, use the sidelines, clock it when you have to.
All right, I gotta stop talking for a minute.
Every day, the 2-minute drive.
Don't want to screw this up.
To the air, it's Wilcox. Got it set up on the outside. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw
Here's another trail.
to get big plays in the passing game.
Really
Just
good.
screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches
Got
it,
that
he gets
outside right
upfield.
there.
And how about the
That
downfield
dude.
blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Fires to the tight end.
Oh, they're gonna call timeout for me.
Just short of the first
I like
down,
that.
but it will be second and
I'm
inches
short of the
coming up.
first down, bro. They're calling
And
timeout
the
for me.
Canes come to the line.
What are
In
you
this
doing?
situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air.
Throw it away.
Under heat, he gets rid of
Throw it away. My dude got
Finally,
jammed.
the defense is able to get some pressure
My
on this
drag got
quarterback. They've been
absolutely
trying
cooked.
all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play,
Got him.
because of the
Oh, I
pressure,
had
it
him.
affected his accuracy.
I had him. That was a touchdown, bro.
And this offense has been
Oh,
a struggle.
no.
I mean,
That
just
was a
call it
tutty.
like it is, guys. It hasn't
All right, we gotta
been
go.
good, especially the passing
We gotta
game.
go,
And
bruh.
I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I mean,
Yeah, he gets freaking cooked.
stay positive.
He gets jammed. Of course he did. Oh, he's wide open too, bro. He gets freaking jammed up right there. He's wide open. No. And he gets freaking jammed.
A good note.
All right, we gotta play some defense now.
wanted to keep the ball, but they
How
did
annoying
not.
is that, man? My dude got freaking
On that 4th down play.
jammed
Nice
up
job
on
blanking
both
the
plays.
receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell,
Both
they knew
plays
they were
that
going
should have been
for it. They had a
tutties.
game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to them.
And
Yep.
he can't find anyone open.
We're gonna have to call
and
timeouts now. I
down
just
he
realized that.
goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called by the defense. It's their
We'll
first
have
of
to
the
call
half as they'll go to the
timeout.
sideline and try to make adjustments.
Yep.
And the pressure will
All right,
get there.
all right,
The
all right, all
sack.
right, all right,
Down
all right.
he goes, and the
All right, what do we
waiting
do
moments,
here?
that could be a
26.
costly play.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not
Not gonna
cooperating
fool around
with the
with
offensive
this.
game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back.
All right, we got a chance to win it still.
Quick timeout by the defense
Goodness
there, trying
gracious.
to make sure everyone has the same call.
I had 2
Kennesaw
opportunities
State will
last
have to
drive.
punt this one away.
Dude,
3
it's
and out, and
wide
not
open.
much choice but to get rid of the ball.
This game's a little closer than I'd like it to be for sure right now.
He was working his way toward
Yeah, I think we can get
They'll
to.
stop him at the 46-yard line.
I think we can get to
Here
field goal
comes the
range pretty
Hurricane
quickly.
offense looking to gather a little more strength.
They might give it to me right now.
Missed opportunities for these
They may have just gave this game to me right out of the gate
And I think
here.
for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of
Yep.
And he makes the grab at the
Yeah, that's ball game right out of the gate. Like, let's go. You don't go with the cover 3 right there in that situation. That's terrible.
The defense off of you. If you want to
Terrible
get aggressive,
choice right there.
I'll take shots down the field, make the defense
Yeah,
play
you
more
tuned in for a good
conservative.
game
Now
right
what?
here.
Now you're in the red zone
For
with a
sure.
chance to get some points.
tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Well, they run it right up the middle.
I better
try to
be
give their
smart with
kicker a good
this.
angle, and here we go. This is all you can ask for if you're the
Get
kicker.
up there,
An
hurry up.
opportunity
Let's
to
go.
go win the game. The ball's right in the middle of the field. You got to go do your job.
Ah, shit. Didn't get it. Oh, man. I fooled around with it.
Let's play some more.
I tried to line it up.
And this
That was
just feels
stupid.
right. Both of these teams going
I'm over here
back and
making all
forth. So
kinds of
of course,
bonehead
David, this
mistakes
thing
right
needs
now.
to get decided in OT.
Cheese at
Let's see
crunch
who's
time,
better.
baby.
Short amount of time to do it.
Dang it,
Possessions
what am I
probably, maybe one
doing?
possession each.
Bro.
Who's the better team?
Should have just kicked the field goal.
Here we go in overtime.
That
And
was
just
so
to refresh
stupid.
everyone's memory,
feel
alternating
terrible.
possessions starting
I'm
on
over
the
it.
opponent's 25.
I
And you
won the
want to
toss.
play
They won the
defense
toss. Are you
first because
kidding
you
me?
want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago too,
Tough.
and the second overtime and
Yeah, I
two-point
can't believe
conversion. So
They
all
gave
this
it to
stuff
me,
is
too.
situational type football
Course
that you
you gave it
better
to
have
me.
worked on
I know
throughout
that's
these
right.
weeks of the season.
Bro, you
The
telling me.
Hurricanes with the 1st and 10.
They gave it to me. I made the mistake of trying to line
Looking
it
to
up.
pass. It's Wilcox. Grabbed in the middle.
I don't know
It's
what I was thinking, bro. I just
Now the connection takes it to the
decided I was
11.
going to do something stupid, try to line
Last
it up.
completion got
And
them a
then for
first
some
down. Let's see
reason
what they
on
do
coach suggestions,
now. To the air on
it
first
didn't
down.
have it on coach suggestions,
He's
which was
got it on
dumb.
the move. They've
I'm like,
got
how
it
did
down
it
to
not
the
have it,
3
you know what I mean,
Really
ready on
well
coach
done
suggestions
on
to
that
kick the
throwing
field goal right
catch.
there? But just
And
because it
the
was second
Hurricanes
down,
racing
like,
to the
whatever.
line in the hurry up.
It's crazy.
Making sure they have good balance.
I know, right?
keeping it on the ground. Touchdown, Miami.
Oh, believe me, I'm thinking about going for 2 right now, you know what I mean? But I'm like, I better not.
Now to push
I
the
better
lead to
not fool around and
7
go
in
for 2.
overtime.
Make a
And the
mistake.
extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
I told you, man, Kennesaw
The best
State, bro.
running backs are the guys
Yep.
that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back
It's my
showed you
alma
all
mater,
his
you know what I mean?
freakish ability
First one
on
we
that
started
play.
with. Alright, no more fooling around. This quarterback's had a lot of trouble with the mid-blitz. I can
They
tell
know
all
what's in
games. So.
front of them. They have to answer
Sometimes
that
they do,
score
sometimes
with
they
a
don't. I
touchdown.
can tell this quarterback is not
Looking to
not
throw on
comfortable
first
against the
down.
mid-blitz.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
So
at
we're
the
going to come with this
33.
mid-blitz.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack.
It's a little cheesy, I'm not going to lie, but,
Wants to go
you
on
know.
top. And he feels the heat
Some quarterbacks
coming
just
in.
can't handle it,
Burns
you know what I mean?
up. Another sack.
What a
Some
beautiful day
quarterbacks
for
just
the
can't
defense.
handle
A
the
sack
mid
for you,
blitz.
a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack.
away.
Everything good happening for this defense.
3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get
This
it
might
in
be
the
a
house.
mistake on my end.
Gonna let it fly. He just
I was going to say, it might be a mistake on my end going with
that would have been an overtime, but it brings up 4th
zone
down.
in that situation.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link.
Throws toward the end zone.
Better not let him get that.
Oh,
Alright.
he had it. The deep
Man.
ball was there, and it just trickled
Telling you
through
right
his
now.
fingers. My pulse
Close.
rate is still through the roof on this game. I would call
A lot
that
closer
one
than I wanted it to be, for sure.
I
Whew.
wouldn't carry the weight, but it was a really
Sometimes,
fun
bro.
game.
They
Great
show
win.
up.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're
Sometimes
bouncing around. We're
teams do
excited
show
after
up.
having seen
And
what we
sometimes
just
people
saw.
just make
What a great win for this team
bonehead
to go out
mistakes
and
like
do
I
it in
do.
overtime. That's the type of game that fans
They're
are
trying to
gonna be
line up that
talking
field
about
goal instead
for
of
a
just kicking
long
it.
time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back
This game never should have been that close.
And bonus time. You got some free overtime.
Oh,
playing that one.
ridiculous.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese
Yep.
Davis. You've been watching another
Never should have been that
presentation
close.
of EA Sports.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a terrible way to close out that game for sure. Shouldn't have done all that. Looks like we finally got our recruits coming in though. What's up, Ben? What's going on, man? How's your Friday going, Ben? You just missed a super close overtime game, Ben. Playing time. How many wide receivers do I have on my list? Oh, okay. Quite a few actually. Right on. Have you started back in on any dynasties yet, Ben? Oh yeah, that's cool. You still doing your Natty or Nothin thing or what? Why do I have two slow free safeties on here? Weird. Usually I don't go for slow free safeties like that. I don't know what's going on there. May not be very good free safeties available. Let's take a look and see what's open. Oh yeah, it's because those dudes were short. I got a 5'10" dude. Yeah, not great. Safeties this year, not super good. Yeah, that's weird. Take a look, see who's available here. There's a thumper. Signal caller. He's kind of decent. His speed sucks. This dude's pretty decent speed. It's not bad. Let's take a look at him. Alright, y'all. I think that's going to be it for me for a little bit. I'm going to take a break. We've been on here for a couple hours. I'm going to hop off of here. Take us a break, chill out for a little bit, and see what we got on the recruiting here. Yep, lost my two quarterbacks. That irritates me right there. Both of them. Lost both my freaking quarterbacks, man. I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go look at Clemson's roster too. I bet they don't need a quarterback. How much you want to bet they don't need a quarterback? Let's take a look and see. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, they got two freshmen. They just brought in two freshmen. They got two freaking juniors. What a joke. That's crazy. And they just take my two 5-star dudes. Alright, y'all, I'm out of here. We'll be back on here in a little bit. Appreciate you. Peace.